Hello everybody, I'm Track Lead. It's been a few weeks since the latest 5.00 patch was released, and during that time I took a moment to just get a feel for it, see what I think of it before I give my thoughts on the actual changes. Primary reason being some significant changes were made to none other than Julia Chang right here, and also say what I think of the new wall crumple stun mechanic, I believe it's called now, how it changes Julia, how it changes Steve, and some other general stuff about these two characters that I play. To keep it short, what they did to Julia, they took pretty much her most obnoxiously strong moves that she had, and they toned them down, and them doing this makes her, at least in my opinion, a lot more fair character to go up against. Regardless of these nerfs, she's still very strong and very viable, and we're gonna get to that, why that is. For some examples, her forward 1+2 does not wall bounce anymore. Some damage nerfs with her stomp and forward 3, mainly reducing the damage of her wall combo ender. In my opinion, the biggest nerfs that she got was with her full crouch mix-up. Her bow and arrow, now on hit, knocks them further away. The biggest nerf, in my opinion, was her wall standing 3. As you can see, it also knocks them a lot further. And so that means no more 3 war drum mix-up. You could still kind of go for it if you just space it correctly, but it is a lot trickier now to do, and also you kind of run into the risk of getting hit or counter hit or launched or something like that. The fact that you need to like advance forward in order to do it. Why I think Julia is a very viable character despite these nerfs is because her general tools are really good. She still has forward 1 with the 4 follow-up. She still has great pokes. Her counter hit game is very strong. She still has magic 4, which goes into a combo. And also the fact that there is a low counter hit follow-up option. If it were to hit on counter hit, the third hit is guaranteed for a full launch basically. She still has war drums, which is really good, where you can natural low mid wall splatting tool if you can space it correctly. She's still really good, is what I'm trying to say. The only changes that Steve got was to his rocket launcher. It now takes 2 more frames to actually be able to block on whiff. I understand, if I understood that correctly. And he got his crumple stun on Peekaboo down forward 1-2. Which is kind of to be honest. I kind of miss that this used to knock down into a mini combo with forward 1+2-2. I thought that was pretty cool actually, but now it does this. And the fact that it's a mid-high, it's kind of risky, because if your opponent is aware, they can duck it. But if it were to hit, now you get a 3 mix-up with Toe Stomp and Rocket Launcher still wall splat. So, I mean, not any drastic changes, but I kind of miss what this used to do though. That's pretty much all I have to say about Steve. So Julia got her crumple stun from her wall rising 3, or wall standing 3 rather. So this kind of just means she gets a free mix-up with bow and arrow and forward 1+2, I would imagine. To me, this crumple stun thing, it's not really something that you want to go for. I mean, some characters got some ridiculous crumple stun stuff. For example, some work on block, which I think it's like, why? So the crumple stun is just, I think it's gonna be utilized more in the up-and-coming next Tekken game, I think. This is just a test run, pretty much. But I think it's a very neat idea. But the fact that wall splatting exists, I don't really see why you would actually go for the crumple stun. But it's a unique idea, though. So Julia got some significant changes, but she's still really good, and it didn't stop me from actually getting Fujin with her a few days back. It took me a hell of a long time to get there, though. A lot of her annoying like power lows and stuff, despite down 3, she still takes like a lot of risks, in my opinion. You know, a lot of her stuff is very punishable on block if you know how to do it. Of course, I did have some level of advantage because you don't really see Julia that much. But I'm happy that I managed to get her to Fujin. Pretty much both of my current main characters are now Fujin. And so, at least for now, I'm gonna keep them there. Maybe I'll try and take them further some other time. But I just wanna relax with maybe trying some new characters and stuff. And I just wanna learn the game through that instead of just being in the lab like a madman. At least for me, that's more fun. Just to like learn a character and play them. That's how I learned how to fight against Julia. You know, Julia gave me a really hard time when I only mained Steve. But then when I learned to play Julia, I understood where her, the holes in her defense, I guess, or where she lacks, although she's very versatile. The point is that when I learned Julia, I'm not clueless anymore when I go up against her. I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm supposed to do to take her down, pretty much. And I find that a lot more valuable than just going into lab and practicing like duckable strings or block punishment, even though that is also important, but that you should do. But to me, learning like properly a full matchup it's a lot more fun learning a new character. You want to minimize the stress with this because it's a very rough game, especially online. So I hope I got pretty much said everything that I wanted to say, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.